In the ancient kingdom of Eri, a tale of a forbidden love unfolds, capturing the hearts of those who heard it. Prince Arinze, a young and valiant heir to the throne, fell in love with a poor maiden, Erika, whose beauty was unmatched. Their paths first crossed during the festival of harvest, a time when the kingdom celebrated abundance and thanked the gods for showering the land with plenty. As the sun cast its hues of gold and crimson across the sky, Prince Arinze's gaze fell upon Erika, who was dancing gracefully among the other maidens. Mesmerized by her beauty, the prince approached her with a heart filled with admiration and curiosity. For a brief moment, the whole world stood still as their eyes met and their hearts began to race. Their meeting was brief but left an indelible mark on both their souls. As days turned into nights and nights into days, Prince Arinze found himself consumed by the thoughts of Erika. He would steal moments away from his princely duties to catch a glimpse of her by the river, where she often went to collect water and wash some clothes. The poor maiden Erika had also fallen deeply in love with the prince. The thought of him ignited a fire within her that she dare not acknowledge. She would blush whenever her eyes locked with that of the prince, and this made her heart beat like the rhythm of a tribal drum. However, great challenges awaited them, as their budding love and fondness was a taboo in the village. An age-long tradition prohibits a crowned prince from falling in love with a maiden. According to this deep-rooted tradition that has been carried through generations, any newborn son born into the village will die if a crowned prince falls in love with a maiden. The elders and chiefs of the village, on hearing about the love budding between the prince and the maiden Erika, called for a meeting of the chiefs and requested that the prince be present in the meeting. They warned the prince of the dangers that awaited the village if the prince failed to distance himself from the village maiden Erika. But love, as history has shown time and again, is a force that refuses to yield to mere warnings. Prince Arinze and Erika continued to meet in secret, their hearts now webbed like the roots of ancient trees. They would meet in their secret spot, close to the great river, and exchange promises to each other never to bow to the pressures of the elders. They were hell bent on staying together, damning every consequence and superstition. As their love blossomed, so did the fear of pregnant women who were saddled with the thought of losing their child if it was a boy. Families were now devastated by the thought of losing their male babies, and whispers of the prince's forbidden love spread like wildfire, and the villagers began to murmur that the superstitions had indeed been awakened. Filled with fear of the consequences of the prince's actions, the village chiefs saw only one way to appease the gods of the land. They all agreed to banish Erika from the land. Heart heavy with sorrow, Prince Arinze was faced with the difficult choice of abandoning the woman he loved or defying the elders and putting his entire kingdom at risk. The prince requested that the elders reconvene the next morning to give him time to think, and they all agreed and dispersed to their respective huts. By morning, the elders had gathered in front of the prince's hut when news reached them that the prince was nowhere to be found. Everyone began to panic, as this was unlike the prince, who always kept to his words. Could it be that something had happened to the prince? Murmured some elders, who then decided to pay Erika a visit. When they got to Erika's hut, they found her sweeping her father's compound. "Where is the prince?" the elders echoed together, and Erika looked at them in shock. "I have not seen or heard from the prince," she replied, but no one seemed to believe her. Word began to circulate around the village that the prince and Erika had planned to elope together. The village chiefs then ordered that Erika be locked up to ensure that she had no way of eloping from the village. Days passed, and the king's guards had combed through the village, but Prince Arinze was nowhere to be found. Erika was filled with sadness and fear as she wondered where Prince Arinze could be. Prince Arinze's coronation as the next king of the village was in a few days, and the village chiefs were confused on what to do. They decided to consult the gods, and the gods revealed that an awakening is near. The chiefs were all confused about the revelation of the gods. They decided that if the prince did not return on the day of his coronation, his uncle would be given the mantle of leadership. The morning of the coronation arrived, and screams of jubilation could be heard. The prince had just returned, and the people were curious to know where their prince had been all this while. The prince immediately called a meeting of the chiefs, who were all pleased to see him. The curiosity in their eyes and the relief in their hearts was glaring for all eyes to see. Prince Arinze then began to speak as he told the chiefs all that had happened these past days. He revealed that he embarked on a long and perilous journey into the heart of the sacred forest, a forest which was said to be the dwelling place of ancient spirits, guardians of secrets and wisdom, capable of reshaping destinies. The prince recounted all the challenges he faced with mythical creatures and powers in a bid to find the magical flower whose petals glistened like tears, the mystical tears of Uli, which was a legendary flower said to possess the power to break curses and mend broken destinies. Prince Arinze then brought out the mystical tears of Uli and handed over to the village elders, recounting his unwavering love for Erika. Prince Arinze spoke of the desperation that had gripped their kingdom, the suffering of the people, and the hope that the tears of Uli could offer. As the prince finished his tale, A hushed silence settled over the gathering of elders, the weight of their decision heavy in the air. The sky above rumbled as if the heavens themselves awaited the elders' judgment. And then, with a voice like thunder, the eldest among the elders spoke. The spirits have heard your plea, Prince Arinze. Let the tears of Uli bear witness to the strength of your love. In that moment, the heavens seemed to open and rain began to fall upon the land. This was a sign that the curse had finally been washed away from the land, and Prince Arinze was happy that no child had to die because of his love for Erika. The people also jubilated, as they could not bear to witness the death of their newborn sons. "Where is Erika?" the prince asked, as he was ushered to see his one true love, who was locked up in a safe room for days. Their eyes and hearts locked at first glance as they stood side by side with their hands entwined and eyes reflecting the depth of their bond. Their love story became a timeless legend, whispered by storytellers around crackling fires and passed down through generations. It was a tale of a prince who defied superstition and a maiden who captured his heart, of a love so profound that it dared to challenge the very fabric of destiny. In the years that followed, the kingdom of Eri flourished under the reign of Prince Arinze and his queen Erika. The lesson to be learned from this story is that love can overcome tough challenges. When faced with difficult situations, learn not to give up easily, as perseverance can most times lead to unimaginable breakthroughs. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps us grow our channel. I'll see you in our next story. Bye.